Now, all I know about The Witcher is when I was 16, I Frankenstein a PC together to play Need for Speed Underground,
Riders on the storm,
and The Witcher. I used some spare graphics cards that I had in my junk pile of computer parts as a young kid because all I did was fix computers. And that wasn't as sexy as the graphics cards today. You know what I'm saying? I ran it at 20 frames per second. And I didn't really like the combat, but then I saw this. I love gore, and I think it's about time I play the Witcher series.
This is a dark, mature fantasy game. You know, with the mature themes and the thick accents, I've overindulged myself in fantasy books such as The Warded Man and The Blade itself. So this is right up my alley. In The Witcher, you play as a Witcher by the name of Geralt of Rivia, aka White Wolf. The Witchers are monster hunters, genetically enhanced, trained humans with special powers. Geralt is kind of like Batman. Other than sounding like him, they do research before heading into a battle. Using that research, Geralt makes the right potions to modify his body to gain superpowers like superhuman strength and night vision, which is awesome. The game starts with a group of Witchers finding Geralt unconscious in the field. They take him back to the Witcher stronghold so he can recover, but he's unable to remember anything that happened before he was found. After Triss, a friend from the past, tries to recover his memory, the stronghold is attacked by a band of bandits named Salamandra. Why did they attack? What are they looking for? I don't know. I was too busy laughing at how bad some of this voice acting is.
You need to try to learn the art.
All right. Shut up, you bastard. I respect science and scientists.
Greetings. I'm Cogstein, alchemist.
Greetings.
Greeting, my lord, greeting.
Stop. What are you?
Oh, here
A
it
Witcher.
comes.
We're militia. We keep the peace.
I'll be going.
We needs to see you're not ill.
I'm immune.
Don't know what that means. We got to check.
What's that?
This is a perfect example of a B-movie game. It's not trying to be bad, it just kind of happened. For the people who don't know, the Witcher game is based on a book series by Polish author
Andrzej Sapkowski.
and we all know how well book-based media goes. But this is a game, and despite me spanking the game so far, I actually enjoyed the cheesiness of the voice acting. It added like a retro charm to it. Sure, there are some moments that are totally ruined by the voice acting, writing, and story transitions that felt like it was pieced together in a rush with some duct tape.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop talking crap.
But after you invest a few hours, you feel like the developer put some thought and love into it. It has the feel of an ambitious, low-budget, guilty pleasure, but it doesn't mean it's a small game. No, it's huge. The main story takes you about 40 hours to complete, and that doesn't even include all the choices you can make. And I'm not talking about little choices that don't shape the story or its ending. This is one of those games that just does choices right. And I'm talking about real choices, the choices that make you feel like you want to take a shower after. Not black and white choices. Remember, Geralt has lost his memory. He is a genetically modified human in a world where humans and non-humans do not get along. The choices you make is shaping the Witcher into his identity, which is arguably the theme of the entire game. There's also some Walking Dead themes in this which blew my mind at the
Spoilers.
So coming back to the combat after 7 years, the combat is an extremely clunky rhythm game, but it's not as bad as I thought. You choose from 3 fighting styles and a plethora of weapons. You use fast, strong, or group style depending on the enemy or enemies you're fighting. For your weapons, I use my steel sword to fight humans because they do more damage, and silver sword to fight monsters. Now this is a cool mechanic. You get to switch your weapon depending on who you're fighting and switch different styles, so it adds a little bit of flavor. But the switching is so clunky. And because of that, those other weapons? I don't know what they do. Oh yeah, I forgot. Geralt has another sword, but that's only for the ladies. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was in good taste, but no, it wasn't. Moving on. One of the core gameplay mechanics are potions. You can create potions that give you buffs like health regen or immune to stun, which is necessary to survive or you get a huge headache from dying so much. The game makes you meditate in order to craft potions, and the only way to meditate is certain NPCs and campfires, which leaves you in situations where you need a cat potion to see in the dark, so you have to walk all the way back to a campfire to make some. You learn later just to craft a ton of potions before you go anywhere, because you can drink them anytime, even during battle. Come to think of it, Geralt is kind of like a superhuman crackhead. You even have an overdose meter at the top. You can also unlock signs from dirty rocks as you progress through the game, and all together with the other mechanics and the leveling tree makes for a quite unique RPG. Now, it may not seem that way at first, because for the first half of the game you're probably going to be laughing at the cutscenes and trying to understand the ugly UI. One of my biggest problems is the quest UI. It's all over the place to the point that you don't know what quests affect each other. You're gonna get stuck once in a while not knowing what to do next in the quest, thinking that you may be glitched. That feeling of impending doom fills your soul as you wonder if you have to start over hours of the game to fix it. But it's mostly just a combination of terrible quest text and game design slipping through the cracks.
Geralt, teach me to sword fight?
No, Alvin. Swords are not toys. You'll understand when you're older.
But I want to learn how to fight. I don't like you or Triss.
You're so good with Alvin.
The animations are a bit rough, especially during cutscenes. It's like you're watching The Matrix because of all these slow motion runs. But the animations for the fighting styles are quite satisfying. As you level up Geralt, he'll start doing crazy flips while fighting. Oh, and heads start coming off. Man, I love decapitation. Two things that surprised me were the music and the graphics. The graphics actually hold up very well, and I didn't even notice I was playing a 7-year-old game. For the music, however, even though the sound effects are something out of a bad movie, the music just, the music is good. Now, there's a lot wrong with The Witcher, a lot, but some of them can be fixed using mods. But I always like to play vanilla for my first playthrough of a game. I don't want to mod something that I didn't even try myself. And for the sake of the review, I played the game the way the developers intended it to be played.
I really didn't have expectations for The Witcher 1. I played a little bit of part 2, but it was a little underwhelming and didn't grab me into the story. The Witcher 1 had this bad voice acting in the beginning and throughout the whole thing, but then you kind of put it to the side, and then you notice that this is a really good game. It's probably one of my favorite RPGs. I can't believe I didn't play this when I was young. Even though I probably could have been able to play this when I was young because I was in one of those houses where the computer was always in the living room, and this game is, it's a little mature. I didn't expect it to be this deep. I didn't expect it to make me feel something when I finished the game. The last time that happened was Ori and the Blind Forest, and the last time before that has been a while. I recommend this game. It's good, and also really bad, but also really good. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next review, which is going to be The Witcher 2. I'm going to be doing a road to the Wild Hunt. Hopefully I can get this done before The Witcher 3 comes out. I'm going to have no life.
How much would you ask for an opportunity to examine your body?